Hold on, let me get your toy and I'll throw it to you. You want to go get it? Go get it, Rockiana. Go get it. Hiya! Today he jumped on the couch.
Oh, look.
You hear me? Today he got on the couch. He jumped up there.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that means he knows what's going on.
Yep. His little smarty pants. Little smarty pants. Rocky. Good day. Good day, my friends. Good day. Hello. It's time to do our skincare. I hope you guys are having a blessed motherfucking day, bitches. Okay. And please don't get offended when I call you beaches. It's a term of endearment. Okay, beaches? Okay. I have been using the purple shampoo on my blonde, and it has really, especially these pieces right here, are super white. But what's up? Let me sing my song to you guys. I can see my neck. Whoa, whoa. I can see my neck. Whoa, whoa. I've got a motherfucking jawline again. Can you believe it? Okay. So I've been feeling myself for 2 days now because the other day when I was doing my skincare, I looked in the viewfinder and I saw a whole jawline, bitch. And I was like, oh, is that a fucking neck I see? Is that my damn neck? It is. So I've been feeling myself for 2 days now. I've been gassing myself up. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Okay, I need to pull my hair up because I'm going to do my mask today. My, the red one. Mindy's sending me the skincare that she's selling in the mail. And then I'm going to start doing skincare lives with her skincare. And we will be able to test it. And y'all will be able to watch me use it over like a month's time. And we'll see how good it is. And see if it lives up to the hype. So. I know, right? She has so many orders. And I told her that, y'all, she was so worried that people were going to be upset. And I told her, I said, the best thing you can always do is just be honest with people. If you're behind on shipping things out, if things aren't going the way you planned them to go, you know, just be honest. When it comes to people's money and they're spending their money on a product, the best thing you can do is just communicate with them. It'll be okay. When I run behind on shipping things out to people, because it happens from time to time, you know, because I ship out the necklaces, I'll just message the person really fast and say, hey, time got away from me, but I'm sticking your order in the mail, you know? So it happens. It happens to the best of us, and communication is always the best thing you can do. She's been updating over there on her community tab. So just go over to her community tab and she has posted over there. You'll see what she showed everything on there. Okay, so I'm going to use this mask. This is like one of my favorite masks. It's the AHA BHA peeling solution by The Ordinary. And it's 30% AHA, 2% BHA, I think. And I told you guys the other day, like, my stomach has been really fucking with me. And it's because I finally figured out what's going on. I have been slowly incorporating carbs into my diet, which I had totally removed, right? And it makes me sick to do it. So I have to stay away from them. When I eat like chips or tortillas, it really makes my stomach hurt. So I just got to go back to my protein and vegetables because that's when I feel the best. You know what I mean? So I'm half Mexican and I love putting everything on tortillas. I did look, I found some low carb ones and they're good. I just went to order them with my Kroger order, and they were out of stock. So I'll have to go and pick them up myself. I could also make like, you know, crust and bread and tortillas out of like chicken. I follow this girl on TikTok that I saved the recipe, and it's like the crust of her pizza is made out of chicken and cottage cheese and uh, egg, and then some kind of like a little bit of breadcrumb, it looks like, in there, just very, very little. Um, to kind of bind it all together, and then she presses it out and bakes it, and it's like got a crispy texture. So, but yeah, whenever I eat carbs, it really makes me sick. So I'm not going to eat those anymore. I'm just going to try and stay away from carbohydrates as much as I can. So I had made a video yesterday, and somebody had came into the live stream when I was live, and I had gotten really, I was talking about so I'm going to talk to you guys about it. I'm sick and tired of seeing people in the recovery community telling people that they're always going to be addicts. This is a hot take. A lot of you guys are going to be uncomfortable that I'm saying these things because you've been brainwashed as well. We have been brainwashed for so long by the treatment industry. And I want you guys to listen to me. The treatment industry is a multi-million-dollar industry, okay? It is a money-making machine. So it serves them for you to believe that you are diseased. It serves them for you to believe that once an addict, always an addict. Okay, so keep that in mind. When I walked around with the mentality, because I used to say these things, I used to tell myself that I was powerless over drugs and alcohol. Bitch, where? No, the fuck I'm not. I'm not powerless over drugs and alcohol. When the fuck did drugs and alcohol sprout legs and brains and personalities and be able to do anything to me? They are inanimate objects. They are substances with no thoughts or feelings, or they're not things. They're not people. And so, no, I'm not powerless over that shit. I have the power to choose not to put that in my body. When I was spouting the rhetoric that I was taught in these programs, when I was telling myself that I was once an addict, always an addict, when I was telling myself that recovery was forever and I was never going to not be in recovery, when I was telling myself that I was powerless, I was stuck, and I felt stuck for years. And I talk about this a lot more over on TikTok, but I was depressed for like 6 years of my sobriety. I've been sober for 9 years in July, okay? I was miserable in sobriety, and I had to fake it till I make it, because if I didn't, then people would say, well, at least you're sober. You should be happy. You should have energy. You should be proud of yourself. You're not doing drugs, right? But I was miserable and I felt like shit. So, and I felt like shit because I was telling myself all the time that I had a disease and that I was always going to be addicted, and that I couldn't get past this point in my life. And I don't believe that at all. I do not believe that at all. I am not diseased. I am not always going to be a drug addict. You can heal and grow past addiction. You don't have to claim that shit in your life. And in fact, I believe that claiming that in your life and saying it out loud over and over and over again, I believe it stunts your growth, bro. I believe it keeps you stuck. And I believe that's on purpose. I believe that the treatment industry, a multi-million-dollar industry, wants us to be stuck, because then we stay sick. And if we stay sick, what are we doing? We're continually going through rehab. That's why they don't like MAT. That's why they don't like Suboxone and methadone. Because people that get on Suboxone and methadone aren't going in and out of rehab, relapsing every fucking month, because we are stable. and we're maintaining our recovery. So we're not going in and out of treatment over and over again. That's why when I got on Suboxone, so many people in these abstinence-only cults turned their backs on me because I was standing on my own 2 feet and taking a road that they didn't suggest. And the reason why they don't suggest that is because it doesn't serve them for you to take your own path. They all want you to take the path of AA and abstinence and rehab. You know, that's what they want you to do. If you don't do that, then you're ostracized by the recovery community. And I have talked about this for so many years about being on MAT and being looked down on and being told that I wasn't in recovery, being told that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't sober, and basically shunned from a community that's supposed to support people. That is what made me turn away from abstinence and 12-step. That's what happened. When I got on Suboxone and it saved my fucking life in 2015 and people literally shunned me, that's when I realized that that was not anything I wanted to be a part of. And the more I talk about it, and the more I talk about not being powerless, the more I talk about not being an addict for the rest of my life, the more I talk about you can get off drugs and alcohol, and you can get to a healthy point in your life where you go and have a drink at a special occasion dinner, and it doesn't make you want to go out and shoot methamphetamine. And when I talked about doing that, and then I was able to do that, and I didn't want to go smoke meth, people lost their fucking shit. People tried to cancel me because I was being honest about my experience. Why would I want to stay stuck in a mindset that tells me that I can't succeed past something, that I have to stay stuck in one area? Words are spells. We have to be careful what we say out loud. We materialize the things we say, so we have to be careful. Oh, yeah. So, Cora Lee, are you following Unconquered Healing? I've talked about him quite a few times recently. His name is Renee. And he said the same thing today in his post on TikTok. He said words are spells. Are you following him on TikTok? Because he watched my video and was in tears, crying his eyes out, because he was like, you are so powerful. And he's right. I am. When I believed that I couldn't lose weight, when I believed that I was depressed, when I believed that I was staying stuck, I stayed stuck. When I stepped out of not believing in myself, I went and advocated for myself and got help and got scared straight into getting healthy. Then I started being able to take my power back and turn my life around food. It happened like that with drugs as well. I got scared straight with drugs. My son got taken from me. And that catapulted me into getting sober. The same thing happened with my weight. I got diagnosed with diabetes and it scared the shit out of me. And it catapulted me into making a change. So if addiction is a disease and all this stuff, right? Then how come we're able to change it when shit gets bad enough? How come we're able to stop? How come I'm not using drugs anymore and haven't used drugs for 9 years if I'm diseased and it's never going to go away? I really want to know these answers. I understand why they characterize it as a disease. I'm going to tell you exactly why they do. Because then they can bill your insurance for your treatment. Okay? There are 4 points that something has to reach to be labeled as a disease, okay? And addiction reaches all those points. I think it's like a relapsing and reoccurring illness, and it's like there's 3 other things, but I don't know them all. That's how and why it's characterized as a disease, so that way they can charge your insurance and you can get treatment for it. Okay. And so I just want you guys to know that you're not diseased. Okay. That you don't have to walk around thinking you can cure your addiction. You can cure yourself. Okay. You can walk away from substance use disorder and never have a problem with drugs ever again if you choose to do that. Okay. You have to choose it though. You have to choose it every single day. I had just had a girl that follows me on TikTok, and she's followed me for years, 4 years, and I give people my phone number like it's fucking, water. Here, 501-471-9455. Text me. And I got a call from her today, and I was busy, so she sent me a text, and she said, Nicole, it's Roxanne. I just got out of jail. I really need your advice. I don't know what to do. And so I called her and I was like, what's going on? And she said, I just got out of jail. I got arrested for a DUI. And I'm like, well, what happened? And she said, I got arrested for a DUI and child endangering the welfare of a minor. And I was like, and they found her in the parking lot with her baby, her 2 or 3 year old little girl in the car. And she got a DUI and endangering the welfare of a child. And so this girl is able to get sober and stay sober for months. But then what will happen is she will choose to go and get high. She saves the dope man's phone number. She has not changed her cell phone. She saves his number. She stays in contact with all these people who sell drugs still. And so that's how I know. I know she stays sober for a year. A whole year will go by. She's doing great, doing good. And she actively makes the decision and choice to go and choose to call the drug dealer or to text him or whatever. And that's what I told her. I said, every single day when you wake up, you have to choose to stay sober. You have to choose to be there for your child. So it's an active, we make these choices. Drugs don't come into our brain and infiltrate us while we're asleep at night. They're not like running up our nose on their own. We choose to go and use. For so long, I tried to justify what I did. I tried to say that I lost control, that drugs hijacked my brain. I chose to use drugs. I chose to use drugs while I was pregnant. I chose that. And that's really fucked up. And I think that's why it's hard for people to just be honest and say, I chose this. Now, of course, there's circumstances that led me to making those choices. Depression, anxiety, self-medicating, undiagnosed mental health disorders, all kinds of different things that lean and that lend that to that. But at the end of the day, it is a choice. Just like me choosing to get sober is a fucking choice. And I choose it every day to not go get high. Just like you choose every day not to go use drugs. What else? Oh, Cece or Cecilia, Cicely. You, all the people that I have that I'm friends with that are that have used Suboxone for pain, all the people I've suggested it to, most of them rave about it. And I'll tell you some people that follow me. Pixie, she's one of my mods, uses Suboxone for pain management. There's another girl, I don't know if she wants to put her name out there, but if she sees this, she'll comment. She just got on it recently. She was on Oxys for 20 years and got transitioned to Suboxone. Absolutely loves it. And there is different kinds of Suboxone that can be used to treat pain that's not used to treat addiction, like not Bunavail, not Brixadi. It's a damn patch. It's a patch. It's a buprenorphine patch. Just ask your doctor. He'll know what I'm talking about. And they swear by it, and it helps them so much. And so if your doctor suggested it, if you're struggling with your pain meds, if you're finding that they're not working anymore, if you're finding that you're needing to take more to get the same desired effect, all those things, then Suboxone could be a great option for you. Oh, this is just a mask, y'all. Butrans. Thank you, Allie. That's what I was trying to. Butrans. And let me just, please, you guys, explain something. Let me explain something. I know a lot of you guys are probably clutching your fucking pearls right now. When I say addiction is a combination of mental health and choices. That's what I believe. If it has to be a disorder / disease for people to be able to get treatment for it, then I support that, because I want people to be able to get treatment for it. But I'm trying to explain to you guys, at the end of the day, we all have choices. We all have free will. Okay? And at the end of the day, how many of you guys will tell me this? When you finally were sick and tired and you had fucked yourself up enough, what happened? You chose to do methadone. You chose to get into rehab. You chose to go to 90 meetings in 90 days because you got to a point where you're finally tired of that life. And so, to me, walking around and telling ourselves that we are diseased, that we're always going to be addicted, once an addict, always an addict, I'm powerless, to me, that is a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it is a negative. It is not building you up. It is not helping you change, and it is not fucking empowering you. You know what's empowering? I am powerful. I am recovered. I no longer am addicted. I don't care about drugs. It's the last thing on my mind. When I wake up in the morning, do you think I think about how I need to take a hit? Do you think I think about how I need to take my medication in the morning? No, I don't even think about that. That's not a focus of my day. It's the last thing I think about. So much so that I forget a lot of times. You know, to me, saying these things to ourselves is not helpful, and it keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck, okay? And they want you to stay stuck, okay? They want you to stay stuck. The government, rehabs, the president, all those people, big pharma, they want us to stay stuck, because when we stay stuck, guess what that does? It makes dollar signs. Dollar signs, okay? So that's why I'm telling you guys, like, you are not powerless. Drugs and alcohol are not going to take over your mind or your body as long as you don't put them in your mind or body. Do you know what I'm saying? Stop saying that you are a diseased. Stop saying that you're an addict. Stop calling yourself that. My name's Nicole, and I'm a person in recovery. My name's Nicole, and I'm recovered. I am recovered. In a couple of years, I want to look back on this time in my life where I felt like I needed to talk about addiction and recovery every day as just a point of passing for me, because this is what I do. I work through things, and if y'all have followed me since I started social media, you have slowly seen me transition. Okay? And now I'm in my growth period where I'm transitioning into health and wellness, mentally and physically, and wanting better for my mind, body, spirit, and my family, you know? But you can't get there. Like, I couldn't get to where I'm at until I got to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't see that I needed help until I removed things that were in the way, that were blocking me. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I hope people are understanding what I'm saying, because I know how people are online. They take everything that I say out of context. Oh, look at Nicole. She's on here telling everybody that, you know, and I stand on that shit. I stand on it, okay? At the end of the day, we all have choices to make. And it's about behaviors, choices, and mental health, okay? And physical health, and all these things play together. And if you don't have one in check, then the other one you're going to struggle with the other one. So if you're a fat fuck like me, okay, and you're in recovery, then you don't got your health in check. So what's going to struggle because you're a fat fuck? Your mental health is going to struggle because of your physical health, because it all plays with each other, you know? And so it's all about balance. It's all about finding balance in your life. And I'm literally trying to find that in real time as you watch me here today, standing in front of you. Okay, yeah, I know that, should I say, can be triggering. I know that I'm very blunt with my words, but it is what it is. I can call myself a fat fuck, okay? I can call myself a fat fuck. How the fuck can I try to help other people if I can't help myself, you know? And so it's really, really important to help yourself first before you even try to help anybody else, you know? I just feel like we've been lied to for so long, you guys. Hold on. I just feel like we've all been lied to for so long. And it's always... We've been lied to by the higher-ups. Okay? I want y'all to really think about this, okay? Who created AA? A white man. A white man who liked to do LSD, okay? Belladonna, okay? Who was 13th stepping the fuck out of every person, every woman that came into AA. Fucking bitches behind his wife's back, Lois, okay? When he was dying on his deathbed, he wanted fucking alcohol so bad. So bad. But they wouldn't give it to him because they didn't want him to tarnish the AA name. Can you imagine being on your deathbed miserable as fuck and all you want to do is have a shot of fucking whiskey and your fucking lame ass friends from AA won't let you have a fucking shot of whiskey and you're fucking dying? Damn! Okay? That's who... You guys got to watch... there is a show on Netflix all about AA. Y'all have got to check it out. I'll find a link and then I'll link it to this video. But these are the people that they put in power. Is a man who, like I said, he was cheating on his wife, man. He wanted to drink alcohol so bad on his deathbed. And they wouldn't let him have a shot. But this is how it be in AA. They put people on pedestals who are grimy old men who sleep with newcomers all the time. It's a cult. Straight up. AA is a cult. Period. Full stop. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It is. It is. We've been lied to about most things. Always do your research about everything and come to your own conclusion. It's actually disorienting to realize how much are lies. It really is. It is. How do you think I felt? I spent years in Alcoholics Anonymous. I spent years parroting this shit to other people in recovery. I feel so guilty. I feel so terrible for telling people it works if you work it. Well, you just must not be willing enough. You must just not have enough willingness. I feel horrible for that. It's like, and then when you're like me and you're like, it's like all this aha shit just started coming into my mind. And listen to me, you guys. Okay, listen. For those of you guys that go to these meetings and you feel like your life depends on it and you feel like if you don't go to a meeting, you'll relapse, I just want you to know something, okay? How is that healthy for you? How is being so dependent on a program healthy for you? Why not become dependent on yourself? Why not become dependent on taking care of your mind and your body? Right? That program is created to make you dependent on it. So that way you'll go out into the world and spread it to other people, aka a cult. Damn! You know? And listen to me, like my dad, his best friend has been in AA for like 40 years, okay? And this man is so successful, and he still credits all of his success to Alcoholics Anonymous. And I'm like, for what though? Hey, Shug. It's not AA that did it. It's you that did it. You're the person who put in the work. You're the one who changed your life. You're the one who chose better for yourself. Like, I see people doing it every day. They're like, hey, I saved my life. No, you saved your life. You saved your life. I have been feeling like this for years. Okay. I left Alcoholics Anonymous, you guys, in 2020. Okay. That's when I officially left. So it's been years that I have been learning and researching and growing. And then, like I said, I have a front row seat to the treatment industry. I have people that I'm friends with that work for treatment centers. I have friends that are fucking CEOs and run the treatment centers, created the treatment centers, built the treatment centers. So I see all of it. And there's some people out there who they do really want to help. But like I said, at the end of the day, it is a multi-million-dollar business. What, baby?
The code for your computer?
4 7s and then little n, little p. Why? Mm-hmm. Like, I just saw this guy from my hometown post on Facebook, and him and his wife are building another rehab. I wonder why. Because they're making so much money off of the 3 or 4 other ones they already have in this town. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it's not like people that are going to these rehabs, they're not people that are poor. They're not people without insurance. You know what I mean? That's not the kind of, these are the treatment centers that people have to pay money or have really good insurance to go to. That's why I don't work for treatment centers. People always try to say I'm a body broker and I work for rehab. That's why I don't work for a rehab. This is exactly why I don't work for rehabs. Because it gave me the ick. It gave me the ick that I had to tell people who didn't have insurance that they couldn't get help unless they had insurance or money. If I ever worked for a place, it would be a place that was free for free, like a Medicaid state insurance ran facility. And even then, I don't want to do that because, like I said, if you don't have Medicaid, you don't have state insurance, you can't get in. And then when they tell you when you get to the treatment center, they tell you, look around this room. There's 30 of you guys in this room. 1 out of 30 of you will succeed. Well, damn, why the fuck are you going to tell me that? How the fuck are you going to sit down 30 people who are dying, who want to change their lives, and tell them that only one of them is going to make it out and not die from the disease of addiction? Wow, what a great pep talk, you know? Instead of doing that, why not let people know that, look around the room. What you get out of this is what you put into it. That's what we need to be telling people. If you want to succeed, you have to put in so much work. And like I said, it really has nothing to do with reading a book or praying and meditating or any of that. And it has everything to do with treating your mental health, changing negative behaviors, and getting healthy in your mind, body, and soul. And when you get healthy in your mind, body, and soul, then what happens? Then you become happy, internally happy. You become happy where you don't have to seek out outside entities to make you feel better. When you're happy on the inside because you're healthy mentally and physically, then you don't have to go out and search for heroin to shoot in your veins to make you feel good. It's a cause and effect. So if you feel like shit because you are poorly disciplined and lack, the ability to keep yourself, in healthy behaviors and lack coping skills, then the answer to that is to develop healthy coping skills and learn positive behaviors. It's like when I sit here and talk about it, it used to be all such a mystery to me. And when I sit here and I talk about it now, it's like, it's just the simplest answer. But I guess that's why it's so hard, is because it's just that simple. It's just that simple. People that seek out drugs and alcohol, 4719455, are hurting. They're in pain, whether it be physical pain because of an ailment or a disability, or mental pain. But people don't use drugs to escape reality that they want to be in. People use drugs that want to escape a reality that they don't want to be a part of anymore, And so in order to create people, humans, kids, like my son, who don't want to grow up and use substances to escape reality, is to teach them early on balance and discipline skills. So that way, like, I didn't learn balance and discipline and coping skills at a young age, and I used food to cope, which in turn made me sick and put me in pain. So anyway, I got a lot of work to do. It's never ending over here. But I wanted to come on here and kind of go into a little bit more detail on the stuff that I have been, thinking about in my mind and just learning. And when I talk about this online, especially like on TikTok and stuff, people get mad. People in the recovery community get so mad. Okay? If you tell people in the recovery community that their addiction is a result of their choices and the behaviors and the choices that they made, they buck against that because they want to have something to blame it on. Okay? I did the same thing. I used to blame it on something else as well. I used to say that drugs hijacked my brain. Like, bitch, drugs wouldn't have hijacked my brain if I didn't fucking pick drugs up and put them in my motherfucking nose or in my motherfucking arm. Okay? People don't want to take accountability. It's easier to blame something else for their problems. And I get that. I used to do that. I used to blame my problems on other things as well. And I'm not hating on anybody that still does that. We all get, like I said, you get to a point in your life where you start growing that, right? And that's where I'm at right now. Is I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, damn, bitch, I can't believe you were telling everybody that you didn't choose to put drugs in your body, like you weren't fucking down at the dope man's house every motherfucking day. And like I said, it's not that literal, but it kind of is. Like, of course, there's circumstances that played a part in that. Like I said, depression, anxiety, mental illness, low self-esteem, low self-worth, pain, trauma, whatever. But at the end of the day, I made those choices, and I'm the one who has to live with them. And it feels good to be able to take responsibility and move and grow past that part of my life, you know? And that's all I want, is for other people to find happiness and fulfillment and freedom, you know, in their lives, like I'm finally finding in my life as well. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love y'all, and I'm going to go relax with my hubby, so I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Okay, bye you guys.